You want to buy the right things at the right time. In SAP Business One, there's two ways to control your buying and production decisions: purchase requests and MRP. Purchase requests give SAP users the ability to ask for items from the purchasing department, who will be responsible for making the purchases. It uses SAP Business One's alert system to authorize requests before they become purchase orders. So let's take a look. I'm going to close everything up here. And let's go back into purchasing. And you'll see over here, purchase request. You look at it, it looks an awful lot like a purchase order, but you'll see a lot of contact information on the left about who's doing the purchasing. The default is the user's login information. You can also select this by employee if you wish. So I can go here and go to employee and then pick some employee if I wanted to. Let's say Bill Levine. And I could put all that in there, and then I have to fill all this stuff out. I'm going to go back into here, though, and use the user, and we'll make it manager Jason Butler so that all the stuff is filled out. And you can set things up by branch and department. You also can send an email once the purchase order is added, and you got an email address for that right here. So now with that all set up, I'm going to go over here, and it'll have a required date. And that's the date that I'm going to want this particular item. And so I'm going to click on the button here to get the calendar. And let's just say I'm going to set that from a week from now. Now I can come down here and pick what item I want. And we're going to use some tablets. So let's do LMT-01. And we'll do the standard one without the serial number for now. And we're going to pick a vendor. And I'm going to change my vendor to V9. And we'll make them straight from Le Mans. And we're going to get 3 of those. And I can go across and look at all the other information that I might have going on through this. Now, here's everything in place. It gives you all information about how much it's going to be and all that. We're in good shape. So it looks an awful lot like a purchase order. The difference comes when you hit the add button here. And you get a request for document generation. And so in order for this to work, you've got to actually have someone approve it. So let's say we're talking about the sales department wants to get some sales demos units. So they might want to ask a question like that. Can we have this for sales demo units? You hit OK, and that sets it up. It puts it as a draft document for the original document for the purchase request, and the request for approval was sent. Now that's sent through the messaging system, which you can see up top here under Messages Alerts Overview. And what it'll do is it'll give you a special message saying request for approving document generation. You can click on that, and there's the message. Can we have this for sales demo units? And underneath that, it has the actual request document that is involved, which is purchase request. You can click on the arrow and look on this and see what you want to do. It gives you the actual document draft number 14. If I want to go look at what it is, I can actually go in here, see what it is. You'll notice on the top, it says pending. I'm going to close that up and say, okay, yeah, I'm fine with this. So I'm going to approve it here in the answer, update it, and hit OK. You'll notice in the messages alerts, it's now said that document is approved. I can actually go in here and says, okay, here's the document request. Head into that. And now I have an approved document. I can now go to the next stage of this, which is go ahead and add the purchase request. And now we have a purchase request actually added to the system. And I'm going to close everything up. Now, these approvals are stored as draft documents, which are documents that are saved, but not affecting anywhere in the system. So we're going to run the document draft report. And so we can go down here, and you'll see there's a document drafts report. And for this report, we'll do it for everything that's in purchasing. And you'll see that we can actually got some purchase requests already out here. Some of these are old. And since I already added the one we did, it's not going to show. So let's go ahead and do this one right here. And so we have a draft that's approved. And by just going here and adding it, I can add it to the document drafts as well. And that does the same thing as I did before, where I was using it from the button from the approval message. So you can do that as well. Now I've already got these now as purchase requests. And just as always, I can just go straight from here into something else like a purchase order. Pick a vendor, let's say V9. So we'll go here, copy from, and I can get to a purchase request from here. It shows me my purchase requests, and I'll pick the one for the posting date we have here, which is this one right here, number 4, and I'll choose that. We get a page here that's going to tell us about dealing with exchange rates, so I'm just going to go past that. And we get our purchase order up and running. Now, this is a real purchase order that I can now go ahead and fulfill, and I can go ahead and add that. Go back to it, and you'll see, as I went past, that it's got remarks about that. Once that's happened, as you can see, it's also told the system that that one was copied to a PO because we said go ahead and alert it. And so it is now saying, okay, I'm now telling you it's now a purchase order. So whoever originally requested it has some idea of where it is in the cycle. Now you can control requests for goods through these purchase request documents. People closer to the inventory can tell your purchasing agents what is needed, and those requests can go through an approval process before heading to purchasing.